Alright, what's going on, people? Welcome back to another live stream. Hope you guys doing well. Let me just make sure you guys can hear me all good. Let me check this is on okay. Yeah, seems to be all good. Let me just bring this up a little bit. Cool, yeah, alright. What's going on, guys? Welcome back, welcome back. All good, thank you, man, thank you. How many people we got tuned in? 15 people tuned in. We'll let a few more people join in, guys. Remember, share the link, share the love. Let's get this stream popping today. Let's see if we can get some nice volume here on Goldie this morning. I'm just gonna get the Zoom guys in as well. In 2 seconds. Let me just check the news quickly whilst we let a few more people join. I think we have some pound news coming up, I believe. Not that I really trade the pound or really care, but yeah, some pound CPI news coming up. So we could watch the British pound futures, see how they go. How's the pound looking on the daily? Yeah, pretty choppy, so that'd be interesting. Very, very interesting. Hello. Hello, puppy. Go on, buddy. Say hello to everyone. Hello. Okay, alright. Go away. Oh man, my face is wet. What time is it? We got 5 minutes. We'll just wait 5 minutes. We'll let everyone tune in for a little bit more, and I'll start breaking down the charts in a second, guys. The best trader is here, Sammy. Yeah, Sammy has the best signals. What you got for today for us, Sammy? Nothing. He's yawning. I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign. Sammy is yawning today. Let me just tell everyone we're live, guys. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just post the link. Cool. Alright, let's do it. 13 likes, look at that. You guys are quiet today. You guys are quiet. Alright, let me get the Zoom guys in. Alright. Should have everyone in, just make sure my mic is on. There we go, cool. Alright. Let's do it. Let's start breaking down these charts. I think we've got everyone in here.
Hey man, what's up?
Yo, what up, man? What up? Alright, let's do it. Hi. Hey, Mocky, what's going on? What do you use for your news? I use a few. I mainly be using Financial Juice at the minute. It's probably been the most reliable. You can use Forex Factory. It's pretty simple to use for the calendar, or you can use Forex Live to see live news. Alright, let's do it. Alright, start breaking down the charts, guys. Have a look what's going on here. So gold yesterday, still on the currency chart. Gold actually ended up closing bearish yesterday off the back of that news. So, you know, we're still trading around this big daily support. We've actually closed below this level. So if anything, this could just be a potential pullback to, you know, have a dip lower today. With the way this current daily push is just on a big bearish momentum push. You know, we may see some pullback soon, but we're not here to predict there's going to be a pullback. Let's just react to what we're currently seeing, and what we're currently seeing is gold pushing down pretty heavy here. You know, we're now teasing around this support. Let me just put it down the wrong way. Like, you know, this low, oh man, I just did it again. This low here will be a low of interest. Whether we spike that out today, we'll have to see, but that low is going to be pretty interesting for us. 4 hour time frame, 4 hours looking a bit choppy. You know, we had that news yesterday and we kind of wicked out a lot of highs. And for you guys who were on in London with me, we were talking about these liquidity highs that got grabbed. So this one here got grabbed. We never grabbed the highs up here, but this one got grabbed pretty aggressively before having this pushback down. So it was good to see that got grabbed. I personally didn't take any trades at all yesterday. Let me just go back to the hourly, see what Asia's done today. Hourly, yeah, so look at this hourly, massive hourly support there. And this here's also now a big level that we've actually broken above, and we're trading above this level. So current levels on the hourly on gold are going to be up here. Let me actually do it on my future chart, because this should only be my 5-minute chart. Let me just get rid of this for a second. That's only my 5-minute chart. Let's do it here. Let's have a look at this 30. Just adjust these a little bit. So we kind of are seeing, kind of got this level here, which looks pretty nice. You've got this big support, you know, you get a lot of manipulation around here, support, broken resistance, little fake out pushing higher. So we got quite a lot of levels here on gold. Quite a lot of noise, to be honest. Let me just make this bold.
Too many wicks.
Yeah, too many wicks, man. So currently trading around this resistance level on the 30 that we have to be wary of. You know, we may see this pull back up a little bit more and kind of retest these regions. If I was, you know, taking any longs, I'd be buying gold back up into these highs before a potential pushback lower. Let me just clean these levels off on the 15. Let's do some 15-minute levels here. It's going to be very similar. Kind of got this level that we've broken above. You can see here, nice support, broken, resistance. So yeah, pretty solid level here. And then we also come straight into a lot of noise here as well. And then again, if we clear it, if we do clear above that, then you could have potential buys somewhere back up into these regions. But gold is looking pretty crazy at the minute. Let's go, brother. What up, man? Good to have you back on the stream, man. Hope you're doing well. Oh, look at that tap. Ooh, yes, we do. What time is that? Oh yeah, we do. 4 AM my time. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that's big, man. That's big. That's big. So the kind of levels of watching for the minute. You know, we do have. Let's just see if we have any intraday liquidity points. So we got this high up here that we just wicked out. I think we'll spike out these highs a little bit more. Do we have a little trend line coming on anyway that people might be looking at? Little trend line coming up there. People might try and buy or try and trade a breakout of that. So could be a level to watch. How's this hourly just closed? We just had the hourly close. It's closed bullish, but it's still trading right around resistance. So yeah, a lot of noise. We just had that pound news come out. You just seen the pound futures having a little spike up here. If that flips bearish, you know, you may see pound futures have a little dive lower. How did that news just come out for the pound? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. UK July CPI 6.8 versus 6.0 expected. So pound news just came out as expected. Nothing really that interesting there. But yeah, I'm hoping we see some volume in this London session today. I'm hoping so. This price action to the left is very, very choppy though. Even in US, you know, we saw this lovely big push up. But getting into this move with a valid stop loss for scalping purposes is very, very difficult. You know, this is a lovely, almost 80 pip push up, but stops were pretty aggressive. So I personally didn't take anything at all yesterday. Let me just turn this off. But let's see what today brings. Yeah, this 50. How about big is this? Is this 30 range? This is 20 pips and up into these highs, almost 25. So the range to the upside is kind of nicer. Same as if we kind of break out of this support. You know, we'd have to clear probably much lower to be able to jump in some shorts. But let's just mark on our daily lows here as well. YouTube is not receiving enough. Oh man, I don't know what the fuck's going on with YouTube. The dailies. You can see on the future chart, the daily's very, very different here. But let's just mark on yesterday's low. Pound's not doing too much. So yeah, I'm just going to see, you know, if we can get this breakout to highs and we can take gold higher. I think we need to spike down some 15-minute lows a little bit more and kind of grab some more of this little trend line here. Which, you know, what you're going to see, 10 pips, how many got into that? 19, 20. I don't really like that level. Let me just bring that level down. Where's it kind of? It's hard to draw these 5-minute levels. So let me just get this on a little bit bigger. Yeah, let me just see. What's this 5 support? What kind of? So we got the resistance there. Yeah, kind of got support there. So I'm just looking here. We've got this support. You know, resistance, support, it'll fake out. Nice level here. So that's probably going to be. You know, if you do see some scalps down, you'd have to be managing around there. I don't really want to take any sells in this very tight range. I'd rather we see us break higher. But what I want to see and what gold does will be two very different things. Two very different things. I still don't think gold has really grabbed much of this big trend line here. Oh, actually, yeah, it has. It has now. So this is what we were speaking about yesterday. How we had this big trend line coming on down here, and we hadn't really manipulated out this trend line yet. So we actually have now. We had that big spike up. So anyone who was trying to jump in shorts, you know, of this trend line and this resistance, would have got massively stopped out yesterday with that daily wick. Massively stopped out, then broke back below the trend line and kind of back into this range. So it's still in this very, very big downtrend. YouTube guys, let me know if the stream is laggy. It's saying it's laggy. I don't really know why. Let me just see if I can watch it on my phone. Looks alright. Looks alright. Oh, look at this pound. Look at that pound wick. Let's have a look at. Not that we trade it anymore. Oh, good. Thank you, man. Not that we trade it anymore. Let's have a look at this pound wick. Pound yen. Look at that. Yeah, even pound yen's super choppy. Guys, give me 2 secs. I just need to open the door for my dog. Yeah, did anyone on Zoom take any trades in the US session yesterday? I think something.
I did. One loss in Nasdaq.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I saw that. That was.
Volume died actually. Yeah.
Yeah, you managed that quite well. I'm just having a look here on Discord.
Just 0.4% loss, I guess.
Yeah, good man. Good man. That's good. Yeah, it was pretty choppy, wasn't it?
Easily in the next trade.
Yeah. Yeah, London kind of had the nice move on theirs. London had that really nice move, and it was actually cleaner than all of the US noise. Look at all this move. So where's the New York Open? New York Open's there. Push down, push back up, and just chopped, and then had that push back lower.
Were you trading NAS last year at this time?
Yeah, we were trading NAS in this time, man. Yeah. So next month, they're coming into September. Let me just see, because I was posting it on YouTube. Yeah, we traded NAS a lot in London, and I kind of stopped because it went choppy. Where were we trading NAS? Yeah, 12 months ago. Yeah, pretty much, man. Yeah, coming up to a year ago, we were sharing NAS trades. Yeah, it's gone quick.
When did you actually shifted from swing to this NAS and gold?
Probably. Well, we were trading GJ maybe 3 months ago. But even back then, when I was trading NAS back then, I was trading it on futures as well. So I was in between, you know, making the switch to futures, still trading a little bit of FX, and then, you know, we had some good plays on GG actually. But then
I saw that group, yeah.
Yeah, no, but then I was looking at the amount of pips we were making. It was almost the same to what we were making on gold, and almost double the time. So I was pretty much just like, if I can make more on gold, and if I gold moves cleaner, it kind of makes sense just to stick with that.
Yeah, it's good.
What's up, Crow? Hope you're well. Let's get it. What's up, man? I'm good, thank you, man. I'm good. Good. I'll be even better if gold gives us some breakouts today. Gold gives some breakouts and some volume. That would be amazing. That would be amazing. GG's been moving nice during. Yeah, seen that, Carl. Seen that. Let me have a look, man. Let me have a look. How did Asia move today? Where are we today? Today. Not a lot today. Nice pushes. Yeah, get some good volume, man.
I wanted to ask if NAS moves same as this in the September, October months, or is it different like that?
Yeah, kind of all markets move much better in their months, to be honest, man. Everyone, the winter months and the start of the year of next year is always probably the best months. Yeah, it's where you get the most volume. I think a lot of people take August off for the most part.
I think if it's too much volatile, then we would have to wait for the entries. Like suppose like as we are waiting for the candle close, and suppose it's the month October, past month, so we don't have to wait for the candle close. Is it something like that?
No, I think you still probably want to wait for closure, especially if you trade it in. Depends what you trade. If you trade it in London, you definitely want to wait for closures, just because the volume can be so hit and miss in London. But I'd only really trade it in the US anyway. But yeah, you can follow momentum, or you can start trading like depending on how quick it's moving. Maybe trade like the 2-minute chart or something like that.
Yeah, I see.
But yeah, it does. It can move pretty.
Yeah, if it's moving too fast, I could shift to a 3-minute candle.
Yeah, or 3-minute, man. Yeah, 3 minutes good as well. 3 minutes good.
I'll see what September brings.
Yeah, I think it'll be good, man. I think it'll be good. As soon as we get this August out of the way, we should be back to some good volume, and September to December, and then. Hey, what are you crying for, buddy? What's wrong? Why are you crying? My dog is crying. Yeah, I need to see some decent breakouts on gold today to be able to want to take something. You see some strong breakouts and some strong volume from this 15 and 30. So we got still this 15 just trapped in this little range for now. Like I say, if we do break to the highs, then we got like 20 pips back up into this resistance, which could be quite nice. But I want to see a nice 15 closure with some good volume. But yeah, then there's with that FOMC later on, that's going to be pretty important for tomorrow. Five minutes trying to have a little breakout. So 15 is just closed, so no trades just yet. As long as this 15 still trades in that, we may get a 30 closure above this level, which is still a pretty nice level. But if you see that closure above, you could see a pretty good push back up into them highs. Right,
The only concern is liquidity on 5 minute.
Yeah. Hi Aaron, how can I contact you directly? You can message me on Instagram if you want, man. Depends what you want to contact me for, but you can message me on Instagram. I'll probably see it.
Or only
Yeah, all there. That's my secret platform.
So am I audible on YouTube or what?
Yeah, you are. We're gonna because we're on YouTube. That means we're gonna get some bangers today. It's always the way. Yeah, so that's all I'm waiting for here on gold. So if you guys are looking at anything else in the meantime till we get this breakout, feel free to ask. We can run over some other instruments. How's the yen moving? let's have a look at how oil's moving. How did oil move yesterday off that news? How come YouTube session get the good trades? I don't know. So it's a coincidence. They always do. YouTube fam always get the best trades.
YouTube guys are lucky.
Yeah, very. Daily. Pushing lower on oil. There's a pretty steep push on oil actually. Let's have a look at this weekly. Ooh. If this week closes bearish on oil, you could get a pretty big evening star formation here after liquidating some pretty big highs. You know, oil could see a pretty big sell-off, but oil's choppy, man. Oil's been super choppy. But if it closes back into this range on oil, you know, you may see oil dip back down to like, maybe back down to like 73 could be pretty big for oil. Not that I'm not personally gonna really trade. I don't really like how it moves from an intraday perspective. Nasdaq, yeah, can I have a look at Nasdaq? I wouldn't trade it in London, but let's just have a look, see how it's moving overall.
What's with everyone shorting Nasdaq on YouTube?
Really? Is everyone going full margin on shorts?
I don't know. Like, when I'm on YouTube, and everyone's like, "Oh, Nasdaq shorts." Blah, blah, blah.
Michael's very short.
Yeah, I saw Michael very short. That's not a good sign. If everyone's shorting it, you may see it push higher.
He had got 1.6 billion inputs for the Nasdaq short.
Light change. If everyone's shorting it, that's never really a good sign. On the weekly, yeah, full margin longs. On the
trade, we'll do the opposite.
Let me have a look, see what I was talking about. If everyone tries to short, I mean, we are around pretty big resistance. Here it is. We're around pretty big resistance here. But we're also around massive weekly support and resistance here as well. You've got big support resistance here. Let me just bring it back down to that wick. Yeah, 15,000 is huge. Is a huge level. I don't think it's going to be as simple as a massive breakthrough 15,000. But let's have a look on the daily. How did yesterday close?
I think they are targeting around 12,000.
12,000, yeah. Fucking that's a pretty bold call just yet. Have the monthly close. Nah, still to me it's still very bullish. We're just wicking out July's low. So unless this monthly closes back below here, then 12,000. I think 12,000 is way too much of a bold call, personally. No reason for that just yet. The daily's still overall very bullish, trading around this level, kind of just ranging for the time being. Let's have a look at the 4 hour.
Personally, we could short and buy on the dips for our portfolio.
Yeah, I'm shorting it to how much are you shorting? Like 1 billion or something stupid. Got at the highs on the 5. Yeah, nice one. Take a look. Yeah, it's chilling. It's so slow. So yeah, it's pushing down. But to me, this push on Nasdaq looks very corrective. Just see how this little channel's looking.
Yeah, just like gold.
Yeah, it kind of got that like correcting down a little bit. If anything, I think you may see have a little run back up into these levels before a potential push lower. So if you just
Bull trap.
Yeah, so you kind of got that level there. It's a pretty significant level. On the hourly, let's see. Yeah, so you got this trend line coming down. I think you'll probably manipulate a little bit more around this trend line. Let me just get rid of these, get rid of this. So you may see it, if you see it pull back up into these regions, you'll probably see some more highs grabbed on Nasdaq. Them highs are going to be pretty interesting. Yeah, for me personally, no, I don't see any reason to short it just yet. I think this can pull back up much higher. But if I would be very surprised if he's publicly shorting that amount of volume, and for how long, I don't know.
The fact is, the position doesn't cost 1.6 billion. It's just he's buying puts worth of 1.6 billion.
Yeah, right. That makes sense. Let's have a look at Goldie, just chopping. See, this 30 might actually give us this closure. No reason to jump in 5s just yet. What, buddy? Why is my dog crying? Need the toilet or something? Toilet? Yes? No? I don't know. What happens with your combine if you receive more than 50% of the day? Does that count towards the overall? Yes, so it can count towards the overall, but then you have to beat that daily target. So I would just stick to go for like, I mean, you shouldn't really be smashing like 50% of the goal in one day anyway, but I would just, whenever you get close to it, just close the trade before you hit that. So you could literally do it in like 3 days if you wanted. Not that you should rush it. So for like the 150k, it's like 4,500. So I'm just, if you get close to like 4,300, just lock it in and be done for the day. But if you make more than that, then you have to make more than that to then be able to pass as well. I did that when it was the 30% consistency rule, but now it's the 50% consistency rule. It's much better. Making 50% of a daily target in one day is pretty unlikely. So how long ago? We've got 7 more minutes till this 30 can close. If this 30 can close above here, we could look for some longs, but this 15 is not looking too convincing just yet. Kind of left a little double top there actually. Or has it already been grabbed on the currency? Yeah, it's already been grabbed. So you see, this is the reason I have to watch the currency chart and the futures chart as well. If you look at just the futures chart on gold, you'd be looking at this double top, but on the currency chart, it's already been grabbed. But let's see. Come on, Goldie, give us this breakout. We can see if we can get a nice quick scalp here. I need to break out pretty well. I don't want to see too many top wicks. I want to see the 5-minute close with much more volume than this. Much more volume than this. Someone said Australian futures. Yeah, let's have a look, man. I'll just have a look at that in a second as well. Australia. Do we have any more? I think there is. Do we have any more Australian news? No, we don't. What day is it today? Wednesday. Yeah, we got Australian news tomorrow. Some unemployment changes, which is going to be pretty big. So how's it looking overall? Yeah, so overall we're back down at some very big daily support. So I'll be interested to see if that news is going to give it a little spike higher, or it's actually going to continue pushing lower, kind of back down into these regions. It looks pretty solid. From an intraday perspective, what can we kind of see? It's a little bit slightly choppy as well. Everything's pretty choppy at the minute. There's not a whole heap of volume in the markets. We kind of got the daily and hourly in this little range. If you break above, you may see it push back up into these regions. But I would wait for some pretty strong closures. Look at this 30 on God. If this 30 closes back below this range. Yes.
I read it on news that the Australian government is restricting the amount you can withdraw in cash. Is it true?
Oh really? I haven't seen that, man. I haven't
The banks are restricting.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, maybe. I haven't actually seen that, but yeah, maybe.
When was that?
I read it on news just a few days ago.
Interesting.
Australia always bringing out some crazy rules.
where I am in Melbourne, so I'm not. I'm out of the city, but towards there's like where the port is towards the peninsula. I don't know if anyone here is from Melbourne, but it's called the Peninsula, the Mornington Peninsula.
Yeah.
There's probably, I'd probably say around 10 to 15 suburbs there, and all the banks in the Mornington Peninsula have stopped like cash withdrawals. It's only card there from now on.
Oh shit.
So it's been like that for I'm pretty sure about a month.
Yeah.
You're not withdrawing any more cash on the Mornington Peninsula anymore.
That's pretty crazy.
So it's pretty, yeah, it makes you wonder, fuck, when are they gonna like completely get rid of it?
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I reckon they will as well. Yeah, that's crazy. Stack sets. Alright, see how this, we're just gonna see how this 30 is gonna close in 2 minutes. It's looking like it may close strong, but we have to wait for the closure because you never know on gold. If it closes nice and strong, you know, we want to see it push down before pushing higher. This 5 minute, I would like to see this 5 minute here re-break these highs with some good volume, because the amount of volume in the previous 5 minute candles is non-existent. You know, like this is the biggest push, and that's 7 pips in one 5 minute candle. It's very, very low. So it's looking like we're going to re-break these highs, which is good. So we'd want to see this. I want to see it close nice and strong, give us the quick little bottom wick, and then take higher. But there's so much noise here. Like, look at all these wicks. It's not gonna be a clean move, I don't think. Like, if you just put it like here, you got all this support, resistance, 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 resistance. So it's so choppy on gold now, unfortunately. But if we can get a setup where it makes sense, you know, I'll consider it, as long as it's clean on the 5. I do still think the 5 can come and grab some more lows. You kind of got this trend line coming up like this, which to me is a bit too obvious. I think you could see this spike a little bit lower. Let's just see how it's going to close in 1 minute. But yeah, if today's another choppy session, this may just be in full flow August volume, which is fine because the first 2 weeks of August were actually pretty good. What have we got next week? Yeah, no real news next week either. Was gold choppy like this last August too? Yeah, August is honestly always one of the slowest months of the year. It's usually the month where most people have the most losses, or the month where most people take off. But to be honest, for the start of the month, the first 2 weeks of August, it's actually been pretty good. There's been some very good volume because there's so much news. It's only this week and kind of towards the end of last week where it started to die down a little bit. But yeah, it's completely expected. Summer months are always the quietest months. Let me see. So it's 30. Has this 30 just closed? So 30 has just closed above this level. 15 has as well. Let me see this. Zoom into this 5 a little bit.
Instant bottom wick.
Yeah, instant bottom wick, which is quite nice. I mean, where would you have to be break even? Where would be break even, like here? Which 6 pips is pretty on the future charts, just give it a quick top wick, which is interesting. Because realistically, if you took this, I don't think you can get away with 5 stops with how choppy it is. You could have 5 stops at 10 pips. You break even at 6, but I don't know. Let's see. This is not that clean to me. What's going on, future trade? Aaron Man, what's going on, Brian? Question you rocking with? What's you rocking? Brian, I have 2. If that's what you mean. We're not maxed out just yet. But well, I can't really do another one on Top Step because I have to do it on a new platform, which I don't really want to have like 2 accounts on one and then one elsewhere until they get back Tradeovate, if they do ever get back Tradeovate, that is. You could take this flip on gold, but for me personally, I don't trust this. I don't trust this volume. I don't trust this volume, but I also don't like that you're into instant 30 resistance. Like, this is a huge level. These wicks have to tell you something, and this is huge. You may break above it, but you also may just reject it and push lower. So you could look at that, and if it doesn't flip, you just cancel the order. But as soon as you kind of tap into these regions, you have to be break even very aggressive.
Go on, take it.
Full margin.
Yeah.
Can you move to another platform? Yeah, you can actually. I could move across to another platform, which I am still debating doing. I don't know what other futures platforms have like a copy trader. If anyone knows of any other good ones, then absolutely. A lot of people have been saying Quant Tower. Apparently it's a good platform. Hello, buddy. Ding, 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 ding. Quant Tower. I was going to use. I'm still trying to set up NinjaTrader as well. Tradeovate works flawlessly on Take Profit Trader. Let me see. Let me Google. Never even heard of it. Let me see, man. Let me see. We take the risk, you take the profit. Look at that. That's what we like to hear. I tried Ninja, I didn't like it that much. I prefer Tradeovate. Yeah, I prefer Tradeovate as well. But I think it's probably one of the other cleaners. I'm not in this. I'm not in this, by the way, guys. I'm personally not taking this. But, you may see it flip. If it doesn't continue pushing this 5, you probably want to be managing pretty aggressively. But for me personally, I'm not taking this. It's just not. It's not a high probability setup. 350k counts. That's American-based prop firm. Yeah, nice man, nice. I'll have a look. I'm actually having a look here now. I'd have a deeper look. Do you know, Brian, if they've been like around for a good while? What do you mean by copy trader? So like a copy trader, so you could have more than one account and have a copy trader, so it executes them on multiple accounts. Like I used to use social trader tools. On Tradeovate you can use group trade. I don't know if you can have a trade copier on there, so it like executes the position on multiple accounts.
I think there's a $150 activation fee with Topstep, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah.
suppose if you go into a reset account, it's the same account. So do you have to pay again after you pass the challenge again?
How do you mean, man? How do you like as if you were like
suppose I'm funded right now. I already paid $150 for the account activation fee.
That's a good question. That is a very good question. Let me.
Now suppose I'm hitting my max drawdown limit, and going into a reset, I would have to pass the challenge again, right?
Yeah, you got to do the phase 1 again.
The activation fee again.
Probably. I will ask. Once you. It's a good question. I would assume so because you're going to have to be going on a new account, but I'm not too sure. Maybe not. I don't know. Let me ask.
Okay. Okay, TP1 hit. Stop.
How much should be here? Yeah, almost $200. Stops the break even. Just in case. Just in case anyone takes this, I'm not in. I'm just watching. Yeah, I've just asked the question, man. So I'll let you know when they reply because it's a good question.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
No worries, man. Copy trading unavailable on Quant Tower. Oh, really? Is it? Quant Tower comparing to Trader Rate's pretty good. I just don't like it because it doesn't have web browser access for me to trade New York. Yeah, so I have to use. I assume you'd have to use parallels with it as well. See, this is the reason I'm not in this gold trade. Look at the volume; it's just absolutely dead. Morning, mate. Hope you're well. I'm good, thank you, Radman. Good to see you on stream again. Take project, you get 50% off, can pass in 5 days. And recently pay yourself through the deal. Yeah, nice, man, nice. So 26 accounts. Yeah, that's the goal, Brian. Max out as many as we can. Absolutely. Absolutely. Have you tried Motion Wave for Mac? No, I haven't. Let me have a look. Oh, sorry, not Motive. Motive Wave, no. Let me have a look. Without using parallels. Oh yeah. Oh, it's an actual platform, a trading platform. Yeah, nice. I'll have a look. I'll have a look. Yeah, because I've always used parallels on my Mac. Even when I used to use that MT4, I'd always use parallels. It's not really an issue. I find parallels pretty easy to use, but you know it can sometimes slow it down a little bit. Look at the Australian futures pushing high. Look at this. Look at this on gold. See how this 5 is going to close. But yeah, the reason that this is chopping, the reason I'm not taking it is because we're right at this 30 resistance as well. You know, if the range was much cleaner to push all the way up here with none of this noise to the left, you know, I'd absolutely be buying this. But stops at this 5-minute low is a bit risky. You know, it has liquidated the previous low and pushed higher. But it's more so I think the 30 can come and grab some lows and the 15 can grab a little bit more lows before push. Alright, give me 2 seconds, guys. My dog's pacing around and I assume he needs to go to the toilet, so I'm gonna let him out. I'll be 2 seconds. Maybe not. He's just following me around instead. We got 57 people tuning on YouTube, guys. Maybe drop a like for the stream. As soon as we get some volume here on gold, I'll be looking for some trades. But I can see much more than this 5-minute. And also this trend line on here is a bit dodgy because I think this is a retail trend line where a lot of people probably try and jump in longs. So if anything, you know, because we're around this 30 resistance, I want to be open to sells. Because we're at a big level here. So even on this 15, it's huge resistance where, you know, even if we're going to break above it, you could see an initial reaction of just to have like a pullback before pushing higher. and the fact that the daily has flipped bearish. But there's no real place for me to do anything right now. If I did take this long and I was in this position, I'd be pretty stressed with how quiet it's pushing. So I'm just observing this for now. I don't know if anyone did take this, but there's nowhere to really manage just yet if anyone is in this. I'm personally not in it. I think the 30, you know, if we're gonna push higher, I think the 30 is gonna dip a little bit lower before then potentially pushing higher or just rolling over. And taking the sells would be a little bit nicer to me. But let's see. I hope we get some void because I want to be able to jump in some trades with you guys. We haven't really taken a trade since like the start of last week, I believe. Let me have a look. Start of last week. But yeah, I'm looking forward to getting into the winter months. September to December is probably my favorite times to trade of the year. How many trade? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I've only taken 8 trades so far this month. That's actually still more than I thought. But on stream, I think we've taken what, maybe 4, I believe. We haven't taken a whole heap. Yeah, we've taken like 4 in Asia and London, 2 in Asia and 2 in London. Yeah. Oh no, and that 13 pips last week as well, yeah. Oh yeah, we took that London scalp, yeah. We took... There's a kind of funny nice little scalp we had. Where is it? That little trendline one there, yeah. And it still was a tiny little move. We took that, what, last week? Yeah, mid last week.
Just 2 trades for me this month on gold.
That's good, man, that's good. In August is good, honestly. August is usually the month where most retail traders blow up, and they spend September and October trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
3 confidences, that one. It was a gold sell. Gold. What time did I was updating the journal? What time did we take that London one last week? We took that at 07:05. 07:05. The date was 09th of August. Oh. So yeah, we're still up for August, but it's just very, very slow, very slow. We're up like what, like on stream this trade like 13, 16, 19, yeah, around like 17. Aaron, what's funny, Aaron, is that your 150 express account is really $4,500 account. Yeah, 100%, Brian. 100%, man. That's all it is. It's all it ever is. Even when I used to trade FX like 100k account, it was only ever a 10k account. It's just good to use it for the the buying power and not having to risk that of your own. But yeah, absolutely, man. That's all it ever is. You can't. If you're a funded trader, you can't really call yourself a 6-figure. I see a lot of traders who are funded. They call themselves 6-figure day traders. Well, it's like, you're not actually a 6-figure day trader. But yeah, it's true. Yeah, it's only ever like what, max 4,500. That's why it's always good to trade across that personal. So Lambos from September to December. Yeah, by December for Christmas, you guys in Zoom with all the money you're making, you can collectively put some pips together to buy me a Lambo. I'll take a Lambo as a Christmas present. A McLaren, actually. I'll take a McLaren over a Lambo, but yeah. By December, everyone in the community will be maxed out Top Step. All funded. Making bank. 8 trades now, that's disciplined. Yeah, man, it's disciplined. Yeah, very, very disciplined. But less is more, you know, less is more. That's like I say, like some days I can have a trade, I could have no trades, and then some days I could have 3 in one day. They can come at any point. I'm just always super patient with them. But not too patient in it, like, you know, when I first started, I'd be too patient to a point where I would actually probably just be scared to take a trade. I'm only patient in the sense of I just wait for volume. You know, as soon as volume kicks in, amazing, I'll take it. Oh, wrong chart. I'm on the wrong screen. Yeah, look at this Goldie pushing down. It's the reason I don't care about this short. So that 15's just closed. Oh, that 15's actually just closed above there. How'd that 15 close in the currency chart? Ooh, that could get a little bit more interesting now. If we can wick out that previous 15 low and reflip bullish, then I could consider it. So let's see if we can wick out this previous 15-minute low here. We're just grabbing it right now. Cool. We're just grabbing that previous 15-minute low. Let's see if you're gonna see some reactions out of here, because this past 1, 2, 3, 5-minute candles hadn't liquidated any lows, so we had to come and grab some liquidity. So if you can grab these lows and flip bullish, you could see a push. If it doesn't flip bullish, then who cares? But if it could flip bullish, amazing. Look at that 30 around that support as well. But that 30 still got 12 minutes to close, so it's still got plenty of time to either flip bullish or continue pushing lower. I'm also focused on this 15 and 5. Oh man. 2 seconds. Yeah, I just have to keep checking on my dog, because we built a temporary fence in the garden to stop him from getting out, because if he gets out, he's legging it and starting off a new life. So I just have to keep checking on him. See, look at this. If we had impulsively jumped into that trade, we would be sitting in almost 7 pip drawdown. So like I say, although we're not jumping in a trade yet, we're just waiting for price to come to us, because we're not taking a trade, we're also not taking a loss. And like I say, we have this trend line sitting on down here. So if anything, the more you kind of start to reject around this trend line, to me this looks like a retail trap for people trying to buy off the bounce of this trend line. You know, very, very similar to the trade we took last week, where we were shorting into that trendline liquidity. You know, I was basically saying, you know, anyone who's jumping in longs here will have some stops sitting above there. So as soon as you got the volume and the liquidity grabs, amazing. We short into their stop loss. So we could be looking to do something exactly like this soon. You know, it's a much steeper and smaller trendline here, but again, this is still a potential level where people could be trying to jump in some longs here. Stops, you know, maybe sitting down here. So let's be aware of that. 5 minutes just flipped nice and bearish. This is the most volume we've seen all morning, which is good. So if we can get a little push higher, we could look for a potential little scalp here. You know, if we can get the shorts as well, and this 30 does close back below this level, then you're kind of still respecting this resistance. You've got to fake out this level, and you may see it drive lower as well. And this
one flips, we could actually get a good all-in close.
Yeah, that as well, man. Yeah, good point. I mean, how long we got that? About 10 minutes. Nice. Oh yeah, nice. Yeah, so if that hourly closes back below, yeah, you could see it dip all the way back down into the support. Nice spot, man. Nice spot. Yeah, hourly's starting to look pretty good here. So you would have taken full stop loss there, because in all honesty, if you did take this, like I say, I wouldn't have taken it. But if you did take this, there was nowhere to really manage. Unless you managed as soon as this 5 minute close, you would have taken an 8 pip loss. But yeah. Yeah, so because I'm trading futures, I should say tick. I say pips because I'm so used to trading FX, but yeah, tick pips, same thing. So like this move here on, see this little push down from these highs to this body. I say 15 pips, but yeah, 15 ticks. Oh, I need to start saying ticks more. Let me just adjust this to like this. So I want to see some. I see it. Look at this 15 now. This 15's smashing back down, but this is good. We're getting some volume here. Like I say, I don't care which way the volume goes, as long as you get volume, we'll jump into it. So if we can start to reject from here, and then come up and grab the previous 5-minute high, we could be looking for a bounce out of that.
Is there a top pick on the 15 on futures chart?
Yes, there is, man. Yeah, they're not on the currency. No, there's not. Is there? Yeah, so there's not on the currency. There isn't the futures yet, which is good. So this is almost identical to this setup from Wednesday. This is a level where, you know, any retail traders who trade breaks and retests are going to be looking to do something like this. They see a break above, come back down for the retest, they try jumping longs. So as soon as we get some liquidity grabs, I want to look for some sells. This is literally identical to that trade we just showed. Identical as well. Here. Oh, we got 5 minutes here. Let me just check my dog quickly. He's chilling. So if this 15 closes back below here, we could get that top wick to retest this, and then we could see that push lower. She got a little double bottom down there as well. But yeah, we're starting to see some volume here. We're starting to see some volume 7 minutes before this London Open as well. So I'm looking at the likes, liking the looks of this, liking the looks of this. But yeah, once you get volume, this is what we've kind of been seeing a lot recently. Like once you get volume, to catch like 15 to 20 pips on gold, it's not that hard to do. You just have to be patient and wait for the volume. And as soon as the volume comes in, you just follow that momentum. I wouldn't care for a long either going short, maybe. Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's what it looks like for us, Brian. But a lot of retailers will be trying to take this like this. A lot of people try and take breaks and retests, and you know, the more this push down, the more frustrated they'll be getting, the more they'll be loading up some more longs, so the more we can see this push down. So yeah, I agree with you, man. As soon as that flips bearish, if I was in any longs from here for whatever reason, I'd be cutting it there instantly. This 15 is looking real good. I need to get, if we can get a top wick here on this current 5, this could be in for a short in a second. As long as we don't wick this low, if this can now quickly give us a top wick, I'm going to be looking for a sell here on gold. Let me just get my demo account up here. Get rid of this.
But we have an hourly 5 minutes.
Yeah, nice. So this 5 is going to be important for us. So we can see this push up first. I would like to see, I don't know if we're going to do it in this 5, it may be the next 5, but I would like to see us quickly just wick out this previous 5-minute high, then have a dip. If we push down straight away and grab the lows, then I'll wait for the 15 to close. But if we can push up before grabbing these lows, I can look for a sell into the hourly close. But if we grab these lows now, looking like we're going to, I'll wait for the 15 close and then we'll get a quick top wick. Yeah, so we're grabbing them highs now. So if this pushes down, then we'll be watching for this high. And as soon as one of these 5-minute highs get grabbed, we'll be looking for the sell. Look at this 30. This is some beautiful volume here. Look at this. 14. It's still not huge, but yeah. Yeah, Audi's probably starting to flip bearish. Yeah, look at that. Audi's flipping bearish now. So it went from looking incredibly bullish to within what, the last 10 minutes, or the last 15 of the hourly. You know, we've seen it dip down another 15 from the highs down to where we're at right now, almost 16 pips. So let's just wait for this to close. If this had pushed up into this high without grabbing this low, then we could look for the short. But because we've now grabbed this 5-minute low, we're now just going to wait for this close and wait for a top wick on this 15. But closures on this 15, you know, anywhere back below here, quick top wick and we could drive this lower. This is looking nice to me. We got another trend line like this coming up here as well, so more places, you know, so now we can be pretty much be playing it down into the second touch of the trend line, which if we get the top wick here all the way down into there, it's 25. Amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Look at my demo card off the banter. Yeah, we only trade demo here, man. Demo accounts only. So this is the last 5 of this hourly. So this 5 is very important. We want to see this 5 kind of, you know, close a bit doji, but also kind of close bearish to give us this nice hourly close, a nice 15 close. Because if this 5 closes too bullish, then we're not going to see the 15 closure below this level. But if it does close bearish, even if the hourly even if we just close around here, the hourly could still give that one more drive. You know, we've had this 1, 2, have a third drive into this level, and then we could be looking for that play back down into there. So almost like we did here, we had that 1, 2, 3, big move up. So we have 1, 2, second, big drive down.
Yeah, if it closes below the previous 30 body, it would be.
Yeah, that would be even nicer. Yeah, that'd be real nice. I still like the fact that even if we haven't really grabbed any 30-minute lows for quite a while now, so even short down into the previous 30 low look pretty nice. So we've had that fake out of that trend line. I still think, you know, where was this trend? We had this trend line like I was still kind of hovering around the trend line actually. So I still think this low here is going to be the low where if anyone was jumping in longs, you'd have some stops below there. So if we do get the shorts, we'll be break even around this level. Because around the second, so that's the kind of second touch there. So here and here. Here he is. Hello, Sammy. You got any signals? Signals? No? Sammy trades demo as well. Gonna get this closed in 50 seconds. Good, buddy. Come here. Look. Up. Yeah, puppy. Oh, you're heavy, mate. You're very, very heavy. Okay. That's enough. Thank you. You got any signals? Do you say sell gold? Alright. Sammy said sell gold, full margin. Go on, mate. Yeah, Sammy said full margin on gold sells, guys, so you heard it here first. So if we take a loss, it's not my fault, it's Sammy's fault. I'm not responsible for any financial advice, it's all Sammy. Oh, look at this 5. Is that 5 just closed? Oh. Huh. Now that's interesting. So this is why we have to wait for the closures, because that 15 still now hasn't unfortunately closed below that level. And the hourly. Well, let me see the hourly actually. Hourly's probably still pretty heavy. Yeah, see, the hourly's still kind of closed bullish, but the 30, yeah, so the 30's still respecting this level. This is why, like I say, the last 5 minute of the hourly is always so important. So that last 5 minute has closed bullish and changed everything. So the only way we can kind of look for some shorts now is if we re-break this 5 minute low, and we could have a sell stop below there to see it drive back down. It's only 13 pips and break even at 4.
Interesting.
Yeah, very. That's why them taking trades off the last 5 minute of the hourly is very, very risky. So it's looking nice and bearish, and it's closed bullish at the last 5 minutes. Go Sammy. Yeah, this is really thrown a spanner in the works. Man, I thought we were going to get some nice closes there. I thought we were going to be able to take a little trade. So we're failing to break that low, kind of pushing higher now.
Now that we could grab the highs, if we could close below, we could fix the shots.
Yeah, I think so, man. I think so. Maybe kind of. So what's going on in this 15? Yeah, so 15 still. You know, we've liquidated this previous 15-minute high, closed bearish, but the only concern is we're straight into this support. It's difficult, very, very difficult. If we get closure back below this low, we still have the opportunity to sell it down into previous hourly and 30-minute lows. So you got this low here and this low here, so where the 30 hasn't really grabbed any lows. You kind of got that low there, you kind of got that low there. We may have to go down to the 1 minute, start scalping the 1 minute in a second. Oh fucking hell.
15 seconds.
Let's do it, let's do it. But yeah, it's okay, let's just wait. Let's just see how this first 5 minutes this hourly can close. I thought we were going to get a nice quick trade there, but this is why we wait for our closures and wait for them hourly closes. So we don't jump in any trades too impulsively for no reason.
This is the real Wolf of Wall Street. Oh, look at that.
Oh. So we grab the previous 5-minute highs. If we can break these lows, you may see it push. See if we can break this low. But this is like what I was saying. Like, one 5-minute push can change everything for us. So as soon as we get the 5-minute push, you know, with good volume, we'll be straight into a trade. We just need to be ready for it. So you got another trend line kind of coming up like this. So this is why I still think you're going to see more pushes lower. I still do think a lot of people are probably trying to jump in some longs here. My only concern with jumping in shorts is this 15 level, like here and here. So if we do get some shorts, if you can re-break this low and close below the bodies, we will have to manage quite aggressively. And I want to see it push with some good volume. We're coming close to that 30-minute low again, which I think is going to get grabbed nicely in a second, which is just that little low there. Sell stop. Yeah, I mean you could. I personally am just gonna wait for a closure. Just because of the lack of volume. Otherwise, normally, yeah, you could just, because that's a potential liquidity low. If it doesn't get broken, you don't take the trade. But yeah, if it does get broken, then you're gonna see it drive. But it's just this noise to this left on this 30. Like this resistance and support here, or this level here is so strong. So, you know, shorting into that, it's a little bit aggressive. Same as the highs, you know, it's a very, very tight range. It's a very tight range, but I also just want to see some volume before we jump in a trade. You know, we could have amazing technicals, but if we don't have good volume, then we can't really react to that. So 5 minutes just closed back above there, which is okay. I don't know if anyone's trading GJ. I don't know if GJ is really moving. Let's have a little look, see if anything else is kind of moving. No, not really. Not really. I actually thought Asia was going to have some good moves today after we had that big news yesterday, but did it have a nice move? Yeah, kind of liquidate. Oh, was that double bottom? Oh, what time is that? The close. Wait, what? Yeah, so you can have a double. You have a double bottom down there. This is why I think you're going to see a continuation back lower You have a really nice double bottom there. So there's a lot of places to go in short. You know, the daily's overall still bearish. This could be one big top wick on this daily to flip back bearish, which, you know, I kind of want to see. So daily's closed bearish. You know, this could be a big retest before flipping bearish later on. Yeah, as soon as we get some volume, I really want to see a little scalp here today. Change so I contact them. Yeah, man. Yeah, if someone could pump the markets, that'd be great. August is in full flow by the looks of it. But I'm still sticking around for another hour. As soon as we get some volume, like I say, we'll be in there like swimwear. It's unfortunate for the new people who are just tuning in. Usually London's much more active than this, but it is August. So we're just gonna sit on our hands till we get that volume. As soon as we do, we're gonna take it. Like I say, I do still think this can push lower, down into these lows, and I say think lightly because we're not here to trade off what I think. We're here to trade off what the markets are showing us. So although I think these 30-minute lows are going to get grabbed, I need to see the markets close with some good volume in order for me to take the momentum into my analysis. And, you know, you got some double bottoms down here. You got that second touch, that trend line there. So there's some pretty nice liquidity regions to be grabbed. The only other next level where you might tap into before having that daily continuation will be back around here. Back around these levels you could tap into before pushing lower. Take it easy, Angel Man. See you then, mate. See you then. Yeah, even gold in US yesterday didn't really give anything. I watched the news, but after like 10 minutes I was like, I'm not even gonna watch this. It just chopped around and had a pretty big push up. And we knew this push was coming off our liquidity regions, but there was just no valid entry with, you know, a stop loss where it kind of made sense. If I'm only going for, like, you know, in the US session 20 to 30 pips, I can't get in with a 20 to 30 pip stop loss. It just doesn't make sense to me. And there's no real place to do that. You know, you could have gotten some longs here, but stops would have been like, what, 40? 40 is not too bad, but still it's too big for me. It's too big for me. But maybe US will give some much cleaner volume today. And then you got FOMC meeting minutes at 4 AM my time, which is pretty crazy. So we're re-breaking these lows here, so it's going to close in 30 seconds. We're grabbing them 30-minute lows now. Let's see if we're going to get closure below here with some strong volume. So closure below the bodies. Again, I think this is more retail traps by the look of it. You get that bullish close, the body close bullish. Lots of retail jumping in longs here. The reason we're not jumping in longs is because you haven't had any real liquidity grabs and intraday fake outs just yet. Oh, so it's closed below.
Grab the lows first.
Instantly push down, yeah. So this can push up first. So it's just instantly push down. If it can push up, if it can now push up and create a top wick, then we can short it on it coming down to create a new low. Whether or not I go in 10 contracts, I'm not too sure. We'll see. I'll let you guys know when I do. But I need this 5 minute to give us a quick top wick first. I can't short with no top wick here.
There she goes.
Yeah, there she goes, man. There she goes. As long as you don't grab these lows, still opportunity here. What's up, bro? What up, man? What up? What up? This is the last 5 of this 15 as well. So if we get a nice 5 minute closure here, this 15 is finally going to be breaking below this level. So we've now grabbed all of them 30-minute lows that I was talking about. But like I said, there's no reason to short it just yet. So both of these lows have now been grabbed. basic question. I know the current contract gold trade rate. Can check with GCZ, but trader rate has Q and 3. Yeah, so if you're on, you just need to roll them forward. So that was the August contract. So now you'll, oh my god, look at this 5. So because, like I said, because we've now grabbed them 30 lows, we have to be careful of jumping in short. So we grab these lows and we're having a reaction. I need to see this 5-minute close on good volume. And I need to see this 15 close below. But yeah, on TradeOvate, we're into GCZ3. So if I roll it back, no, so it's going forward. So there's Z, and you'd be going into G. Yeah, so GCQ is from a long time ago. Is there any long set? I mean, there's a long opportunity if this 30 can flip bullish because it's now grabbed the lowest, but it's just a bit too damn aggressive. Yeah, I do think this price action is either going to be manipulating people or frustrating people. Whereas for us, we're staying neutral until we get that breakout with some good volume. We're very close to getting it. But it's not giving it just yet. If we can get this 15 to close with a nice body, this 5-minute to continue down, then amazing. We can get that retest of this little level to drive it back down into here and back down into here. But we need to see that close. So we've got one more minute. If this 15 closes nice and bearish and gives an instant top wick, amazing, we'll sell it. We'll short that motherfucker. Come on, Goldie. Oh man. Come on, close. Just get this 5-minute just to close nice and bearish. Break this little support so we can take this damn trade. Put us out of our misery, gold. Give us the closure. 10 seconds here. Let's see. Is the 15 going to close below? Is it going to close above? Doji, look at that, man. Fucking price action. Painful. The volume is painful. We have closed below, but the way that we're still wicking out the lows and failing to really close below the previous is just too annoyingly too risky to jump in it. This volume's so bad. You could even short it before it flips bearish, which is way too aggressive. You hope you break even like 7 pips, which is just horrible. But yeah, this is August. This is what I'm surprised it's taken this long to come in, but yeah, this is how you expect August to be. But I'm still going to stick around. Like I say, one 5-minute candle can change everything. We just need to see it. These 5 minutes are closing, but look at the volume. You're getting a nice push down, and you're getting straight into a less than a pip, less than a tick 5-minute candle. It's crazy.
Why is it August? Why?
Just summertimes in most parts of the world, man. A lot of people take time off. A lot of people.
Everyone's traveling to Europe.
Yeah, everyone's in Europe. all the big dogs are sitting on their super yacht in Monaco for August.
Yeah.
Yeah, August is probably one of the summer months are always quiet, but June and July was this year actually pretty good. But yeah, August is always one of the slowest. Yeah, everyone's on their summer holidays, and everyone comes back in winter. So winter times are always the best for me. If not trading execution, be great. Thank you, Thomas man. Opened a top step account with Quantum platform. So use trading view of the platform. So Quantum. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, and I wish they would get TradeAway back because it's just so easy to use, but I don't think they want to take the risk because how many problems they had with it. Even though I didn't really have any, quite a lot of people did. In a trade. No, I'm not in the trade yet, man. No, not yet, man. Not yet. I just need to see a little bit more volume. It's top step back to the deals. Yeah, top step back to the deals, man. Top step back. 70% off. 70% off. Still up and running. Back up and running. See, I didn't take that, but that's what I was talking about. But no, I didn't. The reason I can't sell it is just because this range is just so small, and you got to be break even at like 7 pips. It's unfortunately just not worth it yet. Anyway, not worth it yet. It can be soon. It can be. I just need to see some damn volume. As soon as we get some volume, because there's nothing worse than also getting stuck in a trade that moves sideways. It's probably one of the most frustrating things in the world, and I've done it too many times and been burnt out and frustrated and took stupid losses because I would trade when price does like this, and there's nothing worse than getting stuck in a trade that goes profit drawdown, and then just into stop loss. You're like, oh man, fuck this. If that 15 here, if I just zoom into this 15 chart a little bit more, if this 15 had closed with a nice body, you know, and actually closed decent, amazing, we could be shorted from this region to have that continuation back down into here. But the fact that it's, you know, it's wicked out the previous low but still closed back above, you know, all this support here, it's just the only reason I'm not jumping in it. And also the fact that the 30 is still respecting this level. So the technicals are shaping up nicely. We just need to see some volume, because like I say, I don't want to get stuck in a trade where it just moves sideways and then we spend the next hour just trying to get out of it, because that's what I usually do a lot, or used to do a lot. If you get stuck in a trade at low volume, you spend most of the time saying to yourself, why the fuck did I take that trade? And you spend most of the time trying to get out of the trade and over leveraging and blowing up mentally. So very important, you know. Even if you get into a trade in sideways price action and you take a loss, it's more so like frustrating your mental capital that's quite annoying. It burns you out getting stuck in a trade where there's no volume, because like I say, you just spend half an hour just trying to cut the damn position. So I personally won't do it to myself. I have to wait for price to close with good volume. Like even here, you know, even here, this had a nice little push back down, and then you get into shorts, and then you go into drawdown, and then you go into a little profit, and then you start hovering back to break even, a little bit of drawdown. So it's just like, it's too aggressive. Too aggressive. You're gonna get this 30 closure in 10 minutes as well. Maybe if the 30 can close nice and bearish, you know, breaking back below here, and we re-break the previous 50-minute low, then amazing. Then we're in all the way back down into here, and back down into these liquidity points. But this 30, you know, it looks bearish now, but it still hasn't yet closed back below here. Give me 2 seconds. you're going to re-break the previous 15. If you re-break the previous 15 lows, then this could be good. Re-break these previous 15 lows at some good volume. Because if this was going to be a liquidity low to push higher, you wouldn't want to see this broken. So if it does get re-broken, then this is where you can see that push. Let me just clear some of this 30 noise up a little bit. Oh, there you go. Now we're getting some volume, Goldie. This is what we like to see. How long have we got to this close? You've got 3 more minutes till this candle's going to close. Let me just adjust these, clean this 30 up a little bit for a second. So we got 30 support, yeah, 30 support's going to be there. So if this, what do we have? Oh, fuck, it's so shit. The range is so damn small. So we're getting a little push here, which is good. It's what we want to see. We want to see this 30 close back below this level. But that's not going to close until 7 minutes. And I probably would consider taking a trade before that in this next 5 minute. It's grabbing them lows that we talked about. So the whole technicals here are playing out. It's just the way that it's pushing down isn't worth our risk. But now we're pushing. So if we get some nice closures here, a nice follow through, amazing. Look at that 15. So the 15 has broken our level, retested, now pushing bearish. Like I say, if this closes with more volume, we'd be shorting in from here, but it didn't, so we're just waiting. And this is looking like it's going to close nice in about 2 minutes here. Oh, we got 1 more minute. As soon as this closes in 1 minute, don't do this. Yeah, cool. Close like that. Close nice and bearish. As soon as we get this closure in 5 minutes, as long as we close nice and bearish and finally break this very minor support, we'll be looking to short this into the 30 close. Let's have a look at this hourly now. The hourly's come up. Yeah.
So how do you know when it closes bearish on that 5? How do you know it's going to keep... So you're going to short that, did you say?
If it closed nice and bearish, man, yeah, hopefully.
Yeah, well, how do you know that it's going to keep going down?
You don't, man. You never know. You just have to react to what the previous 5 showed you, really. Like, for instance, like for this example, you know, it pushed down, but then it actually crept back up and pushed lower. So you never know that it's going to keep pushing down, but you just have to react to it, you know, closing below, like, this support here. So you can see, like, these wicks here, that support. So it's now closed, finally closed below this level that we've been bouncing off for quite a while. So when you close below it, you typically can see it drive back down. So now that we've actually closed below it, you know, we could see it push back down into these regions. But yeah, you know, you never know if it's going to continue. But if you do jump in shorts, then it flips back bullish. Then you just cut your shorts straight away.
Yeah.
Maybe billionaires. Yeah, I wish I did know it was. Yeah, yeah. It's like, for example, if we did take this short here after it closed bearish, you know, stops were up here for some reason. For me personally, as soon as it reflips bullish and doesn't have continuation, I just cut it straight away. So as soon as it doesn't have that continuation, I just cut it and just wait for a little bit more.
So you're going to get in now, or?
No, I need to see it. I need to see it print up a little bit more and retest this little support before breaking the low so I can take it. Just because if I short it now, it can still come up and retest this level before pushing down. So then I'd go sit and draw down. But no, it's pushing. Look at that, 15. 15's closing good, and this is the last 5 of this 15 and 30 as well. I need to see it. I need to see it give a quick top wick. You know, may even just, and this this 15 is also finally going to close back below this big level as well. So as soon as this closes top wick, boom, short it back down lower. This is the first time this 15 has closed, you know, back below this level, traded back below this level since before we jumped on pre-Asia. So this is nice. Because if you jump in shorts now, the 15 closed bearish, but then you can still give it. You have to then survive the top wick of the previous 15 to then drive lower. Can kind of bring our level to maybe more so like. Ooh, let me get rid of that. Bring the 5 minute level to maybe like here would be a good enough little quick top wick. I'd consider shorts into resistance, broke, support, broke, resistance. Messed around this level before pushing lower. So kind of want to mirror something like this. Breaks below, comes back up to retest it a few times, and then has that continuation. So yeah, pretty much something exactly like this. Resistance broke, little fake out. Got to be wary of that. Oh, look at that. And this is the last. This is the last 5 of this 15 and hourly as well. So we need this 5 to close nice and bearish. Although it may look like you've missed the move, this 5 minute will give you the confirmation to then look for the 15 top wick, which will give you 5 minute liquidity grabs to then have it to ride lower. Because if it gives us a top wick, we get in with the top wick retest around these levels, shorten down into that low. Yeah, nice. Still got 18 pips down all the way into there, 40. Whether we come into them lows already, I doubt it, but we'll see. Yeah, so 50. As long as this 15 closes back above, you get the top wick retest of these levels, like this, and then boom, we can take that down. I've almost waited, what, almost an hour and a half for this position, so as soon as we get this closure, you gotta look to execute. How long we got? 50 more seconds. As soon as this closes in 50 seconds, we've got to be ready for these shorts. Because all of the time frames now are flipping in our favour. The 30, the 15 and the 5. So this is exactly what we want to see. So I'm going to get potential shorts on the ready. You need is to next 15 to pull up with an instant top wick to then flip it back down as the lows. Oh, look at this 30. This 30 is looking beautiful now. If you can even close back all the way back down below here, amazing. That's even better. I'd be surprised if we can wick all the way back up and grab the previous 5 now. You may even just come back up into maybe these levels. So stops would be, you know what, maybe around 15 pips. If it just continues pushing, I don't care. I need to see it give us that top wick. So we're gonna get closure in 1 second. Alright, let's have a look. Let's have a look here.
Gravity lows.
Yeah, just a little bottom wick there. Yeah, so if it can push up, so 15 and 30 have all closed really nice and bearish now, which is exactly what we want to see. The 30's finally closed back below this level, which is good. I need to see this pull back up a little bit more though. I'm not going to jump in this just yet, because if I jump in shorts now, my stop is going to be 17 and my TP is going to be 5. So it's just a shit risk to reward. I need to see this pull back up, come and grab the previous 5 minute high, and then boom, amazing, we can short. Because like I say, if you jump in shorts now, what? Stop's gonna be 18, first target's gonna be 5, it's just terrible. And that 5 minute is just closed very, very bearish, which is good. It's what we want to see. So I can't even take a retest entry now because we've already created a bottom wick. Anytime I can take retest entries is when it instantly pushes up, so now you kind of have to wait for it to flip back bearish. So you can either look for a sell once the body flips bearish or once it actually comes to create a new low. I'd like to see it push up a little bit more though. You gotta be break even like what, 6 pips? Fucking aggressive, man. I don't wanna force a trade for the sake of taking a trade, but let's see if this can push up a little bit more. Can you have a look at this 30 for a second? Let's have a little zoom out a little bit. Yeah, 30 is still so choppy, man. So 30, like, you know, you could short gold. It's just whether or not we're going to get it now. I think gold's going to come all the way down at some point today and liquidate all these lows, but it's just whether or not we're going to get it this morning or not. Let me just have a look at the zoomed out 15 here. So 15 close nice. The fuck? Let me go back to 30. So if we don't continue pushing down in this 5, then amazing, we can look for a liquidity grab of this 5. And then we'll have a better stop loss placement as well. No, buddy. Two more minutes. But yeah, Goldie is testing our patience today. But I'm not going to force a trade here for the sake of taking a trade. It has to make sense. To short it right now doesn't make any sense. Because these the 15 dotted line there has to be TP1, if not at least a break-even point. You know, on this 15 now though, you kind of got this left shoulder and this head. So if you can come all the way back up to the right shoulder, then amazing. Then, you know, shorten from there down into there is 20 pips, which is way worth it. Way worth it. Way more worth it. But that's not going to come in the next 27 minutes here. So if this 5 minute keeps pushing, I'm going to wait for this previous 5 to get liquidated. Come on, Goldie. Give us some pepperonis today. We had this whole short as we knew was coming. We just gave no entries. That would have been, that's a 20 pip push. But there's no reason to enter here or even here. Once that closes, amazing, but it instantly pushed down. So we called this an entire, I mean, it's very small, but we called this entire little short down, but there's just no entries just yet. And we got to stick to the plan. And again, so we've done exactly what we did here. This is just pushed down some good volume, and then you've just gone straight into less than a 2 tick handle. The volume is, so if this can instantly push up and grab this high, amazing, we can look for this sell. Before creating a bottom wick, if this can push up, I would consider an aggressive short, probably half risk. But it needs to push up before grabbing the lows. If it doesn't push up before grabbing the lows, I'm not going to take it. So come and grab this previous 5, because if it pushes up, there you go, you've already got bottom wick. No. Hell no.
Bullish.
Yeah, quiet, man. Quiet. Testing our patience. Testing our patience. So you're probably just going to come straight for that low now. Because the 30's closed bearish, just retested that level, pushing lower. So we knew this little push was coming. But this is a, 10 pip push where stop loss would have had to be 20 pips. So it's a stupid risk reward. That's the reason I'm not jumping in this. It has to make sense, like I say. The only real the only breakout we've had here, this is the first closure we had below our level. and then instantly, you know, if we had a quick top wick there, amazing. We could have been riding this down, you know, be riding up almost $1,600, but it closed, gave it like a tiny little top wick, and it just continued pushing lower. So we haven't missed any trades. We stuck to the plan. We just need to see some entries. That's all we need. But we'll stay on for the next 25 minutes, see if we get something else. But if not, we may have to wait for the US sesh. Wait for the US session, more so wait for some volume. You know, the next level to short on gold is all the way coming back down into this double bottom and back down into the daily continuation bearish. If we can push up from here and grab some 5-minute highs, amazing. We've got a double bottom to short into now as well. How's this hourly looking? The hourly's probably looking pretty steep. Yeah, look at that hourly. How's the 4 hour looking? Yeah, 4 hourly at support as well. Hourly looking good. So if you guys want to trade after the session, you know, if this hourly closes below, you could still see an hourly top wick, and then that's the kind of play you'd be looking for. And then from there into there, you know, you've almost got 30, which is good. But I'm sticking to my trading hours. YouTube fam, still got 58 people tuning in. You guys are staying patient, sticking to the stream. Just waiting here. We're just waiting. Look at that 5. So if you'd instantly jumped in shorts off that 15-minute close, you're literally just hovering around break even, like 2 pips. So it's just not even worth jumping into. You jump in shorts, you're just messing around. So you want to be looking for potential push, and then amazing. That will be a worthwhile short. I would have taken the shorts from there if we had got the entry like that. Closure, quick top wick, boom. And we'll see if the USS brings some trades. Yes, they didn't take anything. You know, don't have to take anything today. If we do get a trade, amazing. If we don't, I don't care. So we got these lows now. So we just left a nice little double bottom there. Pushing up. 30-minute is now still dicking around. We've got 5 more minutes till this 15 is going to close. Look at this 15 volume, it's so bad. So 5 minutes just closed with, again, it's exactly what we're talking about. So you get that nice strong push down. 5 minute closes with what? Less than 2 pips there, and you just, that 5 minutes is closed with 0.6 there. So it's just some absolutely shocking volume. Absolutely shocking. Imagine you enter your whole position little by little in that first 5 minute. First 5 minute. Yeah. Look at that. So we're grabbing them previous highs now. What do you have? I think you got 6 pips. You see, and we're now grabbing that previous 5. So if this 5 can flip bearish, you can consider shorts into that double bottom, but it's only 5 pips. You know, you may get runners into 10. So let's see. Let's see. But taking shorts when you have that big resistance and head and shoulders up there is slightly risky, but if it doesn't flip bearish, then you don't get tagged in. But if it gives good signs of rejections here, I will consider it. I'm not going to take a retest entry because it's already created a bottom wick. which would again be enough for it to potentially quickly wick down and push higher. Minutes here. Let's see, is this 5 going to flip bearish? Let's see. So now if it flips bearish, you don't have to have stops, all the way back up here. If this candle flips bearish, you can just have stops above wherever this high is going to be. So now you can get in a trade where it more so makes sense. You take a sell once it flips bearish. If it flips bearish and you got stop loss of like 6 pips, you got to be break even very quick, but it could have a nice push and you got a better risk reward as opposed to having stops, all the way up there. But I'm not going to put it in just yet. Let's see.
Did you place it?
No, not yet, man. Not yet. Here, which broker do you use? I'm trading on my Top Step account, which is pinned to the top of the message, man. Which is on this is on the Tradeovate platform here.
So with the top set and Tradeovate, can you link the top set to the Tradeovate? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. So Top Step is just the funding company, and Tradeovate is the broker. But you can't actually use Tradeovate anymore, so you'd have to use one of their other brokers. I'll probably say Quant Tower is probably the other easiest one to set up and use.
Yeah. Why don't you use that anymore?
People just had issues with it, so they stopped letting people do it. Like apparently there was lag and stuff like that. I personally hadn't had any issues with it, but yeah, some people said they had a lot of lag with it and stuff like that, so they just stopped using them for now. I think they'll bring it back at some point because it was good because you could execute direct through TradingView, which was pretty nice.
So then, what's TradingView?
TradingView is this. This is what we just do to do like our technical analysis.
Oh yeah.
So this is where we do our technical analysis. Yeah, and then we execute on the broker.
Oh yeah, got ya.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, it's because you have on the trading panel down here. This is the list of like all the brokers you can use, and there's Tradeovate. So you used to be able to log into your broker on here, so you could do your technical analysis and actually take trades on the exact same platform, which is pretty clean. You do interactive brokers as well, which is nice. Let's see, this 5 minutes pushing higher. If this 15 is going to close bullish, I'm probably just going to leave it because this price action is just so bad. Look at this 5 pushing. So this 30 is 30's flip bearish, 15's flip bearish, and now completely pushing higher. Gold has left a double bottom, so there you go. That 15 just reflip bullish. So yeah, that's it for me. I'm gonna let gold do its thing. There's just no reason to jump in any trades here. This price action of pushing down and pushing up, we're just gonna mess around in this range, and this range is it's not worth the risk for me personally. The only other place I'll consider some shorts is once we get up into this head and shoulders to potentially short it all the way back down into the daily lows. Downside is over to you, can tell by that double bottom. Now, trade Brian, double bottoms and double tops get grabbed on gold like 90% of the time. So if you trade double tops and double bottoms, you'll get wiped out every single time. That's how gold moves. But yeah, that's it, guys. Zoom guys, we'll see what the US session's saying later on. If we do get some volume, amazing, we'll jump back on. But yeah, London is just raging, so I'm just gonna let it do its thing and wait for potentially price to get up into here to consider some shorts. But this 15 needs to show us a little bit more. So I'll let you guys go and we'll see what US session's saying later on.
Alright, man.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
Bye.
Take it easy, guys. Bye bye. Alright, YouTube fam, I'm gonna wrap up there. Price is ranging, so we had no trades today, which is fine. No trades is still trading. I'm gonna let price do its thing. I'm gonna come back again in like for 4 or 5 hours to see what the US session is saying. But you guys have my plan there. You know, if we get that push up into that head and shoulders, amazing. You can look for some more shorts. But for now, I personally would stay out trading this London volume. It's too choppy. So I'm going to go chill, go walk my dog, have some food, and then come back for the US session later on. So I appreciate you guys taking time to tune in. Remember, drop a little like, subscribe, all that good shit. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.